time to pick our team then. Let's get into it. Alisson Becker in goal. Gorsty, you can go up first. Back four. What are you thinking?
I'm not sure Matip starts, actually. I think obviously playing Sunday and then Wednesday, be a little bit wary of putting him through the ringer again for the third game in a week. You know, he's obviously has injury problems. So possibly a day for Ibrahima Konate to make his Premier League debut alongside Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robertson at left back.
Doyley, what are you saying about the back four?
Well, Matip hasn't played 3 games in a week since September 2019, which was that long ago. We used to actually do podcasts about sat next to each other. Remember that? That was weird, wasn't it? Well, it's never going to catch on, is it? Yeah. Anyway,
I was sat next to Gorsty when I did one in midweek. Does that count? He wasn't.
No,
on camera,
not really, because you know we to be fair, me, Guy, and Gorsty did one while stood up. Yeah, exactly in the same space. Yeah, so. That was quite nice, actually. Yeah, it was quite sunny. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I actually agree 100% on what on the PG tip for the defence. I think Konate will come in. Matip won't play. Van Dijk will play. I think just looking slightly further ahead, I think Nat Phillips will play against Norwich, and I think possibly Gomez in that one as well. So I think you're now looking at. Jurgen Klopp said, didn't he? I think it was after the Burnley game, where he was talking about we're going to have to start rotating them once we get back after the international break, and that's what they'll do. I think Robertson's left back for this one, just about, and Trent right back.
Are you going to complete the set, Theo?
I was thinking more save Konate for Norwich and be Gomez in this one, but the rest of it's the same.
Okay, what about the midfield then, Theo? You can go with that.
Well, I've got to remember who's fit here. So Fabinho's going to start, isn't he? And you'd imagine Thiago will come back in. And then you could see Jordan Henderson starting this one. And then it will be James Milner captain for the League Cup game. So yeah, maybe we'll actually see the A-list trio for this one.
You go along with that, Gorsty?
Yeah, I think so. Klopp couldn't believe today that when he found out that he's only played that midfield 3 once, and then he obviously asked what game it was and puffed out his cheeks and said, well, there was a reason for them only playing once, if that was the game against Everton last year, when obviously Thiago got injured for 3 months as a result. He made a point of talking about the kind of midfield triangle down the right with Salah, Trent and Harvey Elliott, and then he mentioned about Henderson filling in, doing that similar type of job quite well. So I'd imagine it is going to be Henderson, and Fabinho's an absolute must now, isn't he? And then I think Thiago, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a different dynamic, isn't it, between Elliott and Henderson?
Yeah.
Elliott goes a lot wider, doesn't he? It allows Trent to push up. But anyway, Doyley, your thoughts on the midfield?
I think Fabinho has to play. I think Thiago will definitely play. The only question is over Henderson. Henderson or Thiago. Henderson or Keita, I should say. And I'll probably go with Henderson because he's not going to play against Norwich.
Yeah, and Keita didn't play well in midweek as we.
He was okay. He was all right. He was okay. Stop picking on him. Stop picking on him. People don't like it.
Doyley, I'll come back to you. Front three.
See, we laugh when I say Origi Minamino, but it could easily happen now.
We debated it on Monday, weren't we?
Yeah, Minamino scored against Palace last year. I think it'll be Mane, Jota, and Salah, and I think possibly one of them might play against Norwich. If that, before we go any further, I would like to say I thought Curtis Jones did quite well when he came on, and it's interesting. I do think that he possibly could be. I did an interview with Steve McManaman last week, looking ahead at the Champions League games, and he said he wanted to see Curtis Jones played a bit more further forward, and he could become another option, say wide left, because he's played there a few times. Certainly played there a lot with the under-23s when he started to make an impact in the UEFA Youth League, actually, which. By the way, the young lads did quite well to beat Milan 1-0. Max Waltman scored the goal. They were not very good in the second half in terms of keeping the ball, but they defended very well. And Paolo Maldini was there. I didn't even see him. Didn't even notice till I got back and saw the pictures the following day. I was like, all right, sat there with me. Didn't get on to. To be fair, he didn't say hello. It was very rude of him if he spotted me. But yeah, I do think it'll be Salah, Mane and Jota down the middle.
Any objection to that, guys?
I'll let you go first, Crosby.
Yeah, I just don't think he can risk it. I think that will be the front three.
I'd go for Minamino. partly because he scored against Palace last year. But you think, well, Mane dropped out and we didn't see it coming against Milan. Salah's not going to play against Norwich. So when Firmino's still injured, this one sort of makes sense for the one for Jota to drop out. And Origi's had a go. Let's see what Minamino can do.
Is there not a potential, though, that both Jota and Salah miss the Norwich game and Jones plays in the forward line?
We've still got options. You've still got to have some people on the bench, Guy.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fine.
Is Pick on Guy podcast,
before we get to the match predictions, anyone take me on this? Is Sadio Mane going to get his 100th Liverpool goal in this game?
It's Palace, yes.
If he scores, he'll have scored in 9 consecutive games against them. I thought
you were going to say if he scores, he gets 100 goals for Liverpool. It will be.
I know, I said it.
Was it 12 career goals he's got against them? Something ridiculous like that? Best of his career?
What about reaching the Premier League 100 club, then? He's 3 off that.
I won't do that tomorrow.
I'm going to do that.
He's not doing that.
All right, I'm just asking. Right.
You could do that against maybe Man City. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Winner against Man City.
Let's keep picking on Guy. Right. Anyway, we've only got a few seconds left now. Let's do our match predictions.
Let's keep it going. Let's just keep it going forever. Let's just keep going. Yeah.
Gorsty, you've been kind today. You can go first.
I'm always kind. Nice and steady. 2-0.
2-0. Theo?
3-1.
3-1. And Doyley?
Another intensely annoying 2-1 win for Liverpool.
Why is that intensely annoying?
Because we won't be able to write our stuff until right at the end because it'll be in the balance and you'll never be able to commit properly to it. But at least it's a 3 o'clock kick-up on a Saturday, which is a rarity, and we should welcome and embrace that.
Because the TV blackout as well, I mean, those inside the ground will really enjoy it. Obviously,
exactly.
We missed that debate last week.
A nice
completely
special
with
moment.
you guys.
A nice special moment for the people of the stadium.
Konate starts. It's this big hype. Oh, you get to see Liverpool's new signing. It's not quite the same as United's new signing making his first start at 3 o'clock, is it?
Who did they sign?
Yeah, who they got?
The guy just scores from 2 yards out, and the keeper just drops him in. That one.
Not seen any announcements. They must have said
times on their social media feed, honestly.
Right. Anyway, that's Theo banned for Monday's podcast for mentioning Manchester United. That's it from us here.
He never mentioned them. He never mentioned them.
I think he did.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. He didn't mention the signing, but he mentioned the.
You ban me as well, then. If I say Manchester United.
You have to say it 3 times, don't you?
I said it in actually saying that he's banned. Anyway, that's all we've time for as we ramble on to the end. From myself, Guy Clark, Paul Gorsty, and Doyle and Theo Squires. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Monday.